Hello, welcome to how to solve this very nice square root algebra simplification problem. Square root of 49 divided by 7 minus square root of 48. First of all, we multiply and divide this expression by the conjugate of this 7 minus square root of 48. Then this expression will be equal to square root of, we write this expression first, 49 divided by 7 minus square root of 48, and we multiply this expression by the conjugate of this expression, 7 plus square root of 48, and we divide this expression by 7 plus square root of 48. Next, square root of this 49 times 7 plus square root of 48 becomes 49 times 7 plus square root of 48 divided by, according to this algebraic identity, a minus b times a plus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. This 7 minus square root of 48 times 7 plus square root of 48 becomes 7 squared minus square root of 48 squared. Next, square root of 49 times 7 plus square root of 48 divided by, this 7 squared is equal to 49 minus this square will be cancelled with this square root, and here left 48. Next, square root of 49 times 7 plus square root of 48 divided by, this 49 minus 48, 1. Next, square root of, now this expression divided by 1 is same as this expression, so here left 49 times 7 plus square root of 48. Now according to this property, square root of a times b is equal to square root of a times square root of b. We can write this expression as square root of 49 times square root of 7 plus square root of 48. Next, this square root of 49 is equal to 7 times, we can write this square root of 7 plus square root of 48 as square root of 1 times 7 plus square root of 48. Next, 7 times square root of, now we can write this one as 2 divided by 2 times 7 plus square root of 48. Next, 7 times square root of, now we multiply this 2 by this 7 and by this square root of 48. So 2 times 7 becomes 14 plus 2 times square root of 48, 2 times square root of 48 divided by this 2. Next, 7 times square root of, now this 14 is equal to 8 plus 6, and this 48 is equal to this 48 is equal to 8 times 6. So we replace this 14 with 8 plus 6. 8 plus 6 plus 2 times square root of, we write this 48 as 8 times 6 divided by this 2. Next, 7 times square root of 8 plus 6 plus 2 times, we can write this square root of 8 times 6 as square root of 8 times square root of 6 divided by 2. Next, 7 times square root of, we want to write this expression as a perfect square, like this algebraic identity a squared plus b squared plus 2ab is equal to a plus b whole squared. In this expression we have this term square root of 8 as a and this term square root of 6 as b. So we have here 2ab, and we can write this 8 as square root of 8 squared, and we can write this 6 as square root of 6 squared. Like this, we write this 8 as square root of 8 squared, plus we write this 6 as square root of 6 squared, plus 2 times square root of 8 times square root of 6 divided by this 2. Next, 7 times square root of, as this expression a squared plus b squared plus 2ab is equal to a plus b whole squared. In the same way, this expression square root of 8 squared plus square root of 6 squared plus 2 times square root of 8 times square root of 6 is equal to square root of 8 plus square root of 6 whole squared divided by this 2. Now, according to this property, square root of a over b is equal to square root of a over square root of b. This expression becomes is equal to 7 times square root of 8 plus square root of 6 whole squared divided by square root of 2. Next, 7 times, this square will be cancelled out with this square root, and here we have left square root of 8 plus square root of 6 divided by square root of 2. Next, 7 times, we can write this square root of 8 as square root of 4 times 2, plus we can write this square root of 6 as square root of 3 times 2 divided by square root of 2. Next, 7 times, this square root of 4 times 2 becomes square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 2, plus this square root of 3 times 2 becomes square root of 3 times square root of 2 divided by this square root of 2, square root of 2. Next, 7 times, now from these two terms we can factor out square root of 2. square root of 2 as a common factor, and in bracket left 2 plus square root of 3 divided by square root of 2. Now this square root of 2 will be cancelled with this square root of 2, and here left 7 times 2 plus square root of 3. This is the simplest form of that expression. This is the final answer of this problem. So this expression is equal to 7 times 2 plus square root of 3.